Salute, folks. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hoyer, social media insurance broker. And I've returned today to wipe and tap on your head with another ADH Wealth solution. Before I go in, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional. The links are in the description of this video. So, today, I want to talk about a couple things. Right, last night, I was on a panel with my homeboy, the Broke Genius. We were talking about men having women's issues and all this other shit. He was like, yo, it's funny because these dudes claim to be alpha males, but yet they doing shit like getting kicked out the house by a female. That's not alpha, my nigga. You just might be in a predicament where dudes either, like myself and Broke Genius was saying, sometimes it's not even worth it to have certain conversations with dudes because they ain't gonna understand it. So you just be like, you know what, you got it. And a lot of guys are in that predicament. So it's not that they're that alpha, because alpha don't have any issues with a woman belittling him. And a lot of niggas end up in that situation. Also, we was talking about dudes who are extremely focused on shit like getting vagina. And if you're a dude who's extremely focused on nothing but getting sex, I'm probably not going to trust you in business. So I'm probably not going to trust you with any of my money. Right? I might, patronize whatever product or service you're selling or offering, but in terms of things like lump sums, you're not going to get it. Because I pretty much realize you're not going to be a good steward of that money. You're going to make irrational decisions, and you'll be lured into things very quickly and easily. And that's not something that I'm willing to. You're welcome. That's not something that I'm willing to invest in. Thank you. But speaking of investment, I want to go. I don't really want to go off on a mad rant this morning, the diary of a mad black man, but I'm gonna. So another thing that I'm seeing all too much of is, now that tax season is rolling around, we've got, especially you black dudes, I can't really speak to other cultures because I didn't grow up in those other cultures, so I don't know what, poor white dudes are doing. I didn't grow up with poor white dudes. I don't know what poor Hispanic dudes are doing, or poor Asian or poor Indian dudes. I didn't grow up with that. I grew up in a low-income black community, and I know that around tax time, low-income black men start to mess with certain women, and they become taxiosexuals, where they need the woman's tax return to get right. But I'm not gonna just harp on that. What I'm gonna harp on is that it being tax season, you see all these quasi-investors coming around. Don't put your tax refund and spend it, or don't even just save it, invest it. Let me explain to you something. When you're investing, as a person who was actually a stockbroker at a company called E.J. Sterling in New York City, Google them. Now they've changed their name because they've had legal issues. But Google it. E.J. Sterling. That's where I was a stockbroker. Right? And I'll explain to you that motherfuckers be talking about, oh yeah, invest. You can't. Okay, let me explain to you why. I had somebody who reached out to me. Listen, I'm looking to buy 50 shares over the next year, and you can't invest with me, bro. Why? Because investing with a fucking broker, it's like this. 100 shares, or $10,000, whichever is greater. Right? That's how a stockbroker works. So what you're investing is fractional shares. Nothing wrong with fractional shares, but you're building up. So your best bet is to actually be saving. Now, if you want to put your money into something, you can put it into an IRA, and that'll probably be better for you. Because trying to invest when you don't have the money to invest, the risk tolerance to invest, and you're not an accredited investor, meaning you haven't made at least $300,000 a year for the past 3 years, expected to make that much or more this year, or a net worth of $1 million or more, excluding owned real estate, your residential home, you're not an accredited investor, so you don't get even the protections. Well, you're actually a little more protected, but you don't get to invest in the same type of shit. You see the new construction behind me is happening everywhere. So you want to invest in things like an annuity or an IRA, because that is a low-hanging fruit. As of 2024, you can put $7,000 in there if you're under 50. Right? Or if you want, instead of putting it in a qualified retirement plan, which means before tax dollars, you can do a Roth IRA or a non-qualified retirement plan, which means after tax dollars, which means that the growth on that money is all you get taxed on. You don't get taxed on the principal over time. So anyway, I'm not going to be going for too long. I don't want to rant for an asinine amount of time today. But those are just a couple of things that are stuck in my craw, because as an actual financial professional, and I was actually watching this with some other guys, and they're big time, and they were I can't think of his name, Graham Stephan, I think. He was like, yeah, when I talk about, the stock market is going to crash, the housing market, everybody tunes in. When he talks about the real shit, retirement accounts, balancing your budget, blah, 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 nobody tunes in. It's boring. Well, how the fuck do you think people like Graham Stephan got their money? Doing the boring shit that you broke motherfuckers don't want to listen to. That's what ends up happening. Because you want to go for the flashy, shiny thing. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here and continue my morning walk. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.